99% of men who have tried this one exercise routine for a period of 2 weeks have experienced complete bladder emptying every time they urinate. They have fewer trips to the toilet during the day, and they were able to also decrease the number of times they woke up each night to go pee. And yes, it even works if you have an enlarged prostate. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Eric, doctor of physical therapy, and today I'm taking you through this exercise protocol step by step so that you understand how to complete it properly so that you can gain control over your incomplete bladder emptying, your frequent urges and trips to the bathroom overnight in the shortest amount of time possible. Let's go. All right, let's jump right into it, shall we? The number one exercise I have found to help men fully empty their bladders and decrease their frequent urges, it's not actually an exercise, it's a protocol. And this protocol is called bladder retraining. Now, bladder retraining is beneficial for men with an overactive bladder, for those who feel frequent urges to urinate, for those of you that have an enlarged prostate, and for those of you struggling to fully empty your bladder. Now, bladder retraining works by increasing the bladder's overall capacity and also the efficiency of the muscles involved in urination. Now, you're probably thinking, why is this protocol called retraining when we actually haven't done anything yet? Great question. This protocol is called bladder retraining because your daily habits up until this very point in time have formed your bladder habits. Now, your bladder habits involve how quickly you respond to urges to urinate. They involve the beverages that you consume that end up in your bladder, and it also includes your bladder emptying technique that you've probably used for your entire life. So this protocol is termed bladder retraining because if you're watching this video, your bladder needs some help. And if you want to gain control over your bladder, you need to retrain it to have better habits. All right, get your pen and paper out, gentlemen. Class is in session. No, I'm serious. Go grab a piece of paper and a pen because step number one of bladder retraining is to track the number of times you urinate each day, the number of urges you get during the day, track it if you experience any urine leaks, and finally track the number of times you wake up at night to urinate. Look, it's probably going to be the easiest if you just use the Notepad app on your phone to track this data, as you might be out in public during times of the day and forget your notepad at home. But I want you to track all three of these metrics for 3 days. 3 days to form a solid bladder diary, and this is going to be the data that's going to help you create a specific plan for your situation. Okay, so step number one was completing a 3-day bladder diary. Step number two in bladder retraining is to start making some tweaks to your usual bathroom routine. Now, I want you to go back through your bladder diary, look at the times of the day when you use the bathroom, and now let's create your bladder schedule. Yeah, I'm serious. I want you to plan out the times of the day when you are going to go to the toilet to urinate. Now, for most, this might be at 1 hour intervals. So if you wake up at 7 a.m., every hour thereafter, you are gonna go try and urinate. Now, the trick with your bladder emptying schedule is that you are going to gradually increase the interval time between each scheduled bathroom break. So after 3 days of peeing every hour on the hour, I want you to increase this to 1.5 hours. Wait a few days, and then you're gonna increase this interval again to every 2 hours, working towards the ideal interval of 3 hours in between each urination. Remember, we're retraining your bladder here so that you can have more control over your bladder, and this is not going to happen overnight. I need you to be patient, practice each interval for roughly 3 days before extending it. And a great way to stay on track is by setting daily alarms on your phone to remind you of when it's time to go pee. Now, a question that you're probably asking yourself at this stage in the video is, but Eric, what if I get the urge to pee before my scheduled alarm goes off? Great question. And this leads us to step number 3 of bladder retraining. But guys, really quick, if you're enjoying my videos, I would really appreciate you honoring our gentleman's agreement. Now, this is our virtual handshake agreement where you click that subscribe button to officially join our community. And this also helps encourage YouTube to show more men around the world our channel. Now, I'm on the mission to growing the largest online community of men trying to better their health and fitness, and I really need your help. So please go on, honor the gentleman's agreement, click that subscribe button right now. It's free and you can do it while watching this video. And then I want you to drop me a comment below saying gentleman's agreement. I try my best to reply to each and every comment to welcome you to our incredible community. Okay. Step number 3 is that I want you to start delaying your urges to urinate. So when you suddenly get the urge to urinate before your scheduled bathroom break, I want you to try to delay this urge. Now, don't freak out just yet, because remember, you're gradually going to be building into this routine by starting off at 1 hour intervals. So when you get that annoying urge to urinate, I want you to first recognize the urge and try to stay calm. Realize that in the past, attending to every single urge immediately has contributed to the problem you are now facing. So I want you to try this. Focus on deep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth for a total of 10 breaths. Now, if that doesn't take your mind off the urge, I want you to try to distract yourself with a task or maybe go on your phone, and remember, you have an upcoming scheduled bladder alarm when you will be able to relieve yourself. Now, if all else fails and this urge isn't one that's going away, then yes, you can go to the toilet to urinate. Guys, the goal here is to gradually gain more and more control over your urges instead of your urges controlling you. Now, you can supercharge this routine by making sure that your bladder is 100% empty every single time you go to urinate. And you can do this by practicing the double void, which is essentially a fancy way of saying you go pee twice in one sitting. So every time your scheduled bladder alarm goes off, you'd go to the bathroom, you'd relieve yourself, you would take about a 10 to 15 second gap where you just do deep breaths in and out, and then you would pee a second time. Now, practicing a double void is going to be the game changer for you. And guys, if you're dealing with bladder issues like incomplete bladder emptying, frequent urination, urine leakage, or disruptive nighttime awakenings, hear me out. Your situation is unique, and generalized advice is only going to get you so far. Now, this is where I can help you personally. I'm offering a complimentary 15-minute Zoom consultation with myself to talk about your symptoms and concerns in detail. Now, this initial call will help us determine if you are a good fit for a more in-depth 1-hour consultation, or if ongoing coaching is going to be the way forward to help you the best. Now, with a tailor-made rehabilitation program, we can tackle your urinary symptoms head on and aim for lasting relief. Booking in is easy. Just click that link in the description or the pinned comment below. Guys, I specialize exclusively in men's health, dedicating my career and my online practice to resolving issues just like yours. Now, why wait? It's a free call, so you literally have nothing to lose. Secure your free 15-minute slot now, and let's start your journey towards better health together. And remember, regardless of your situation, keep going, and I'll see you in the next video.